All right, so Cocoa Balls, 4-color elementals, depending on what you want to call it here. Garlum, thanks for the brand new Prime Support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. So the core of this deck is we've got Ball Lightning, Groundbreaker, and Lightning Skelemental here, which are 6/1 tramples with haste for 3 mana. Now, it is worth noting that I understand that Noble Hierarch doesn't make colors of mana to cast Ball Lightning or Lightning Skelemental. I understand that that's going to come up and be awkward sometimes. That being said, I think playing 8 mana dorks, because this casts Groundbreaker, it casts Risen Reef, it casts Collected Company. I think this is correct. Obviously, we're working a little outside the box here. We've also got our other standard elemental staples. We got Thunderkin Awakener here, which when this attacks, you get to pick an elemental card out of your graveyard with toughness less to this card's toughness and put it back into play. So Thunderkin Awakener here rebuys our Ball Lightnings, our Groundbreakers, and our Skelementals. It rebuys our Risen Reefs. So we've got a lot going on here. The sideboard is just 15 different creatures we can hit off Collected Companies that are hate cards in various ways. There's a non-zero chance we get stuffed in a little box by most combo decks, but hopefully we run into some Raging Ravines and some Celestial Colonnades in this league, and we get to Coco for some 6/1s and do some stuff. Where's Spark Elemental? Spark Elemental, alas, did not make the cut. Let's jump into it, shall we? It looks at toughness, Wildozer. It returns creatures with toughness. I'm not a coward, so I'm going to keep this hand. We're on the draw. We're going to draw a land. Look at that. Look at that. Running hot, chat. Hot. Hot. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Under pressure. Alright, I think we just start jamming 6/1s down their throat, right? I think we just start jamming 6/1s down their throat. I don't think I want to Risen... Do I want to Risen Reef first? Do I want to Risen Reef first? They're probably Scape Shift. Breeding Pool Flooded Grove implies Scape Shift. Hey, I think I just want to start making them discard. We're probably going to get remanded. This smells like Scape Shift. It's just so beautiful. It's beautiful. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Shi-shi-sha. All right, so they're growth spiraling here, which means they have Cryptic Command up next turn. Ooh, oh no, oh no. Oh, just an up. Whew. I thought we were gonna get like disfigured or something, and I was scared. Thanks for the 25 months, Full Metal. I appreciate it. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. All right, 6U, discard 2 cards. Lightning got an upgrade, baby. Lightning got an upgrade, ladies and germs. Bin'em. I think Arena's broken. I can't hover over the cards. Hopefully Deckmaster's working today. It wasn't working yesterday. In fact, let me restart it. Just in case. Is this Ball Lightning Tribal? Yes. All right, so now they have Cryptic mana up. So I think I'm just going to play the Reefer out. I think I'd rather... Of all the cards in my hand, I think I'd prefer Reefer get Cryptic commanded. Yeah, if we hit a land, we can double ball them. If we miss on a land, we can Stormkin plus ball them. So basically we're gonna be pretty baller either way. It's gonna be a good scene. I would love. Oh no! Oh no! They know that their trophies are vindicates, chat. Oh no! Our greed! Our greed! One of your finest Skelementals, please. Awakener is pretty sick. These mana costs stress me out. Listen, Birds of Paradise. Birds of Paradise is everything you need in life, chat, okay? Okay, that's a Mystical Teachings. So I assume they have a Fatal Push here, right? Yep. So they're gonna Fatal Push the Thunderkin Awakener because it gets back all of our friends. But then they're gonna go to 2, and then this is lethal and they have no cards in their hand. See, chat, I told you if we found some fair decks, we'd have a good time. I told you if we found some fair decks, we were going to have ourselves a grand old time. Oh, yeah. Wilderness Reclamation resolves. Regazoo, thank you for the 7 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. If my opponent loses this match, are they obligated to sell their deck? I feel like they are. I feel like should you manage to lose to what we're doing, you probably should reconsider the choices that have gotten to you to where you are in life. Do I want to bring in Fulminator Mages against this opponent? How do we feel about Fulminator versus these? I feel like I'd rather have Stone Rains. I know I'm asking Twitch chat, do you want to Stone Rain my opponent? Yeah, Fulminator Mage can be Thunderkin back. Yeah, it's really sweet. You think I want Rex Sage? You think so? Alright, let's do it. Maybe I want to cut Noble Hierarch instead of 2 drops, just to increase my threat density. None of my elementals have 3 toughness. None of my elementals have 3 toughness. Wide eyes, no fear. Push my bird off a cliff. Let's go. Let's go. Yep, we got a cavern. Are we just cold to Plague Engineer? Of course we're cold to Plague Engineer. What do you think this is? Of course we can never beat a Plague Engineer. This ain't a coward stream. We ain't scared of no plague engineer. I'm just gonna start stone reading them. Yeah, our dojo does not know fear, chat. Take that skirty nonsense out of here. Thunderkin gets back Fulminator Mage regardless. Oh, is it less than? Oh, I'm dumb. I thought it was equal to or less than. Is it just less than? All right, I didn't know what my card did. I haven't read this card. Come on now. It's strictly less than. Weird. So this doesn't work with Noble Hierarch. I mean, this card's still fine in this deck. It just doesn't get back Fulminator Mage. It's still fine. Like, getting back Risen Reef and Skelementals is fine. Confirmed. I am confirmed a Magic player. Listen, literacy is a big problem in this country, okay? No, so in order to target something with Thunderkin Awakener, it has to already have more toughness. So even the way Exalted works, it doesn't do what you want it to do there. This is just getting a Blood Crypt. Yeah. Now, I don't think Unearth is better than Thunderkin Awakener. And so since my opponent's playing a control deck, I'm going to go the value route here and cast Risen Reef and then cast Thunderkin Awakener. Yeah. Yeah, you can't select an illegal target with Thunderkin Awakener's trigger. Oh, the second Risen Reef trigger is always just so delicious. You're just like, second Risen Reef trigger. It's delectable. Wait. Opponent. I think you made a whoopsie poopsie there, opponent. Opponent also doesn't know what Thunderkin Awakener does, it would seem. We are not the only one here who does not know. Don't tell Scotty, because Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Oh no. They know this Field of Ruin is Wasteland, chat. They know this Field of Ruin is Wasteland. Scotty does know that. Deal. We're snap. So I'm gonna Coco plus Skelemental next turn. They might be dead, chat. They might be dead. They might be dead. Get him. Get him. All right. It's important that, oh no. I'm just supposed to double Skelemental them, right? And just empty their hand? They could have, like, Force of Negation. It's very correct to just double Skelemental them here. It's very correct to double Skelemental them here. They only have 3 cards, chat. There's lots of fear in this dojo. We're just making good plays, okay? Listen, I want to get a match win with my elementals deck, okay? I want to get a match win. Triggers. Just spin them, discard the hand. This is what you get for showing up with Wilderness Reclamation in Modern, okay? You deserve this, opponent. Double Cryptic Command Mystical Teachings. Yep, nice magic cards. Double Cryptic Command Mystical Teachings. And I thought our deck wasn't Modern playable. It's always nice to show up with a meme and not have the worst deck at the table, huh? I like how they made the attack that left them dead on board. I like how they made the attack that left them dead on board. So I'm gonna Coco during my okay, what are the top 6? We can run them off. I was gonna Coco during my upkeep to see what we would have hit if we'd have Coco'd last turn. We'd have gotten double ball lightning, so we would have killed them the previous turn if we'd have Coco, because these were our top 6. We'd have gone ball, skelemental, and killed them. That's okay. That's okay. We are undefeated. How are we doing, folks? Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. If you're a new viewer, welcome. My name is Jeff Hogan. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic and other strategy games 30, 40, sometimes even 50 hours a week. If you're someone who enjoys constructed Magic, we play Magic's older formats every morning during the week, and we roll on into some standard constructed on Arena every afternoon. We always play a lot of different decks here, so we change decks every usually 60 minutes to 2 hours. So you get a lot of variety in every stream. As always, love to give a shout out to my wonderful subs. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their support, so thanks to all of them for keeping me employed. I'd also like to plug a couple of my awesome sponsors here really quick. The Vitamin String Quartet makes unique instrumental string arrangements, everything from Zelda to Zeppelin, and you can find them streaming now on services such as Spotify and Apple Music. They would love to underscore your next gaming session. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of artwork they already have on their website. And of course, CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles using promo code Jeff5. You can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and other trading cards with them. And of course,
don't make your life garbage time. Join us in Hoaglandia today by subscribing to Jeff Hoagland with Twitch Prime today.
And waiting to find an opponent. Let's do it. Let's do it. How long will it take for this ad to get old? Don't worry. By the time that ad is old, we're gonna pay for a new one. Once that one's run its course in another month or so, we'll get a new one in the rotation. Of course we paid for that. I don't expect content creators to work for free. That's some of the best money that's ever been spent on this channel. No affiliate link for that one, Blue is. Just check them out. Whatever service is convenient for you to listen to them on. Turkin, thank you for the 16 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. All right. Undefeated Skelemental Tribal in Modern. On to the next one. I have no plans to play a paper tournament anytime soon. I think Christy and I are going to go to the Nerd Rage tournament when they go back to the water park in the fall, but between now and then, I'm not sure that I'm going to anything. Yeah, we do some Ugly Magic every morning. We're probably going to run a little bit late on Ugly Magic today just because the first deck ran long. What's awkward about my Noble Hierarch? Noble Hierarch cast Risen Reef just fine. Don't fear the Reefer, chat. Don't fear the Reefer. The Reefer is here to keep you safe. They could be a Devoted Druid deck, Burgle. Devoted Druid's probably bad for us. Hopefully they're just a Knight of the Reliquary deck. Oh no. Oh no, not Infect. Oh no. I'm just want to generate value, opponent. Why do you hate my value? Getting closer to 2 years, subbing to you is one of the best EV decisions I've ever made. Well, thanks for the 20 months, Phoenix Lance. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Okay. Yeah. If we get to Skelemental them next turn. So if we don't die this turn and they don't go in for a big pump, we get to Mind Rot them, which is probably pretty good. Hey, what's going on, Grey Wolf? If you're not familiar with cards that exist in Modern, the core idea of this deck is we've got a bunch of these 6/1s that are similar to Ball Lightning that attack for 6 and then die at end of turn. And specifically this one, the new Skelemental from Modern Horizons, makes your opponent discard 2 cards when it hits them. And then we've got standard staple Risen Reef kind of tying the elemental room together to draw us extra cards in the fair matchups. Jeskai was the same list as Tuesday, or what we played earlier this week. We really don't want them to play a pump spell this turn. Yikes. All right. All right, the good, ooh, that's a really good draw. That's a really good draw. That blocks the Ink Moth Nexus, chat. Yeah, Anchorclaw Mirror gets bigger when we block it. All right, so they're going to 13. Yeah, we need to fade a pump spell for a couple of turns here. Oh no. That's still not lethal though, right? That's still not lethal? Do I chump with Noble or do I chump with Reef? Well, I can 2 spells next turn. So let's think about it. So I can 2 spells next turn regardless. I can 2 spells next turn regardless. Because I can play these 2, right? If I play these 2 next turn, I die, right? Because I'm gonna block. If I block here, I'm gonna have, if I block here, they pump this, I go to 1, and then I have to block both of these next turn, and I can't. I think, so I don't want the Reef for value. I think my line to win this game involves me ramping to double ball lightning them. So I think the line to win this game involves Reef hitting a couple of lands here off these elementals, and we ball lightning them. So I go to 9 here. And then I have 2 blockers this turn, right? And actually, Bird opens up more hits for me, right? So I could do this and see what we get. Okay. And then I think I Creeping Trailblazer, because Creeping Trailblazer lets this trade with Inkmoth Nexus. Through Pendelhaven. If they, and I'm just assuming they're drawing a blank, because I can't beat anything. And actually, if they draw a blank, I can trade with their whole board here, right? Right? I can go block, double block. I think that's the line, right? I think the line is block, double block. I'm dead. I have to block both their creatures, Ozzy. Oh, you're saying Bird plus ball lightning, but then I throw my creatures away and they're still at, and they're at 7. That would let them, but if they Pendle this, I keep the Stormkin. Yeah, they might not attack if they draw a blank. This is a sweet game. Yeah, a lot of considerations here. If we get a breathing room, if we get breathing room here, if they just pass because they drew a blank, I think we're gonna win this game. Pendelhaven gives a creature that is exactly a 1/1 +1/+2. Isn't Awakener, Lightning Steamkin plus this lethal? Yeah, it might be actually. So maybe I don't full trade. Sure. Yeah, because this is 2, 3, 4, 11. Yeah, they're dead actually if they attack with both. Creature combat. Yeah, we double chump, and then this attacks for 2, this attacks for 2, this attacks for 7, so that's 11. This attacks for 4, or for 3, so that's 14. And you're dead. Do. Beep, beep. That one. Please and thank you. Standard card's too strong. Yep. Standard card's too strong. Did the game of Modern just get decided by creature combat? It did. It did. In my opinion, Infect is the ideal deck to have be a tier 1 combo deck in Modern. It is a deck that cares about creature combat. It is a deck that cares about removal spells. It is a deck that cares about so many things that you want to be good in Modern. Alright, so the Reefer was like okay there, but I feel like it's probably the cut, right? I definitely want my Plague Engineers, and I probably want some number of Fulminator Mages. And I feel like this is the obvious cut. I mean, Stormkin was really good there. I don't know why you want to cut my Stormkins. That's true. They are probably on 4 Ichor Claws mirrors, so maybe this Rex Sage is fine too. No, I think it is 4. How did they get up to enough infect creatures without 4 of them? What do we think of this? I think I like this. I'm going down to 10 ball lightnings, but that's probably fine. I think especially on the draw, I want a little bit heavier interaction. Yeah, we can Rex Sage Inkmoth off Collecting Company as well. The 6 spell hands always look so nice. Unfortunately, you need to mulligan this. Listen, Ninja Killer, Lightning Bolt's probably a good ad. I wasn't exactly trying to build a good deck. I just wanted to put all the sweet things in it. And Lightning Stormkin seemed like some curve filler. This is good. I'm gonna keep. I think we're just bottoming this Noble Hierarch. Am I? Am I bottoming this Blood Crypt and hoping to draw a land? I'm gonna bottom the Blood Crypt and hope to draw a land. So I can go turn 1 Noble, turn 2 Groundbreaker, turn 3 Thunderkin, bring back Groundbreaker. This doesn't cast Skelemental, but I've got 3 draw steps before I need to do that. Maybe I should make a command for this, but I also just like showing off my toy. I wrote a tool that lets me adjust my frame based on different checkboxes here. So I'm adjusting the frame based on what colors our deck is. At least when I remember. Sometimes I don't get it right away and I forget because there's a lot of things to do between, but the frame's going to be rotating throughout the day now. Is that... I think this is the only land in my deck that doesn't cast these 2. Is that true? Is Breeding Pool the only land in my deck that doesn't make red or black mana? Why are we so incredibly unlucky? Why are we so incredibly unlucky? Is this actually the only land in 22 lands that... The only land in 22 lands that doesn't cast Skelemental? Oh no, chat. What if we lose a game? We currently have a... Should we just concede so we can say nobody ever beat us? I'm gonna have a harder time making a clickbait YouTube title if we lose a game. I have number 13 tattooed on my neck. I wonder if it will trigger Jeff Sings. I don't... What song would 13 be? Crash the stream. Nobody could know. You want to cut 2 lands? I don't think you can cut lands from this deck. The color requirements are pretty strict. Oh, you said I will go up 2 lands? Stop it. We're not playing 66 cards. Hey, Nemesis. Thank you for the 27 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. You may finally leave the Surf life at the 12th month of support, Neil. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Thanks for keeping me around. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. I would like to remind everyone before I cast this card that Magic is a skill-based game that in no way resembles gambling. And now we're going to flip a coin to see if we win. I mean, this doesn't attack for lethal this turn, but it kind of wins the game, right? I'm going to name Mirror here. Now, I am dead to scale up next turn. I am, if they have exactly scale up, we do lose next turn. They could also have second green source double pump spell to kill us. We're actually in a pretty okay spot here. You know what's sad? I cut 2 ball lightnings. If this Plague Engineer had been one of these ball lightnings, we'd have killed them. Okay, never mind. They had a path. Guy that plays the bass. Thank you for the quarter of your support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Our deck is 4 colors and contains triple red, triple green, and red, black spells. There was not room for basics in this mana base. As someone who almost always has some basic lands, trust me when I say that with 22 lands, it was not possible to have basics. Koshadan, thank you for the half a year of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. The breeding pool might as well be a basic. It's something. Yeah, if we hit a land to cast the Skelemental, we can chew up what's left of their hand, which would be nice. Am I dead yet? Oopsie poopsie. Oopsie poopsie. The Plague Engineer is naming Mir for those For those wondering. So they block the Plague Engineer and go to 1, which means their Horizon Canopies are turned off. Because they paid 2 life. Still undefeated. Woohoo! 2040, you know, no big deal. No big deal. Just breaking modern over here. This is your daily reminder that the results of your matches don't indicate whether or not your deck is good, and that broken decks and bad decks and broken clocks can be right twice a day. I'm sure we're gonna lose the rest of them from here, but you know, I could drop at this point and post this as undefeated 4-color elementals. I'm just saying. If you go 5-0, 10-0, that's probably a safe bet, Ninja Killer. No 5-0, 10-0 is probably a safe bet. Hope we don't run into Field of Ruin. Yikes. For those that are waiting for Standard, I'm going to finish this league out with this deck, so we're probably not going to get to Standard till like 11:30 or maybe even noon. I plan to run late today though, so we're still going to get plenty of Standard content in for a Friday. Now playing a couple unclaimed territories. I have some Ancient Ziggurats. So the problem with playing too many unclaimed territories in Cavern of Souls is that those lands don't cast Birds of Paradise and Noble Hierarch consistently. So I've elected to play a couple of Ancient Ziggurats. Although, here's the awkward part with that is that Ancient Ziggurat plus Collecting Company is a touch awkward, which is why I only have 2 of those. Basically, the mana base requirements in this deck are being pulled in many different directions, and I did the best I could in the 20 minutes I spent thinking about it last night. Oh no! Oh no, not Tron! And we drew a 3rd Collected Company. Our meta is being very rude to us today. I've got 3 Collector Ouphe and 4 Fulminator Mage in the sideboard. So we're probably dead here, but we have some sideboard cards. Oh, they're bad Tron. Bad Tron is way better for us, said everyone who's ever played Magic. If we hit a land next turn and get to curve out these Reefers, the Reefers should drag us into more lands for the Collected Companies. And then if we just get to start slamming Cocoa Balls, like, all right, we just got to get a little bit lucky. We are a Junsplash blue mana base. Land. Land. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, you think we could talk our opponent into playing poker? Do you think we can talk our opponent into playing poker instead of Magic? Hopefully this is a Thought-Knot Seer and not a Reality Smusher. Resolves. Behold our thoughts. When we do finally draw land, it's going to be like the second Ancient Ziggurat, so we're never casting these. The dismember on the Noble Hierarch was so demoralizing. We needed that Noble real bad. Alright. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Do 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 do. Land. Never lucky. Never lucky. They went and got another Eldrazi Temple. I wonder if they have their All Is Dust in their hand. So I blocked with that Reef so Thunderkin Awakener could get value. Because they can't blow up the Blast Zone. I get one extra trigger this way. So I'm going to decline to put this one into play because it'll come into play tapped and I haven't played a land yet this turn. I can fetch shock and play Birds of Paradise. And they're at 12 now. So even if they All Is Dust me next turn, I can Coco into double 6 and kill them. They see me rolling. Do do do. Do 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 do. Yeah, that I think I just go for the guaranteed double ball lightning here, right? Lumpy Fish Stick, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome. That attack leaves them dead, right? They're dead to just double 6/6. They haven't seen a ball lightning yet. They don't know that they're playing around ball lightnings. Risen Reef trigger. I sub to say I'm Coco for Cocoa Balls. Well, thank you, Fish Sticks. I appreciate the support. Right? They block here. They take 6, 7, 8. They could have a third dismember, I guess. No such luck. No such luck. OP had wildly different expectations for the 2-0 bracket. Oh, Magic's a silly game. Look at my balls. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. So it shuts off Walking Ballista, and Walking Ballista, believe it or not, is really good against my deck. What if I cut these 6 for these 6? I think I like that. Yeah, they have Mind Stone too sometimes. Alright, let's do it. Let's continue to get a little bit lucky. This is game 2. We won game 1. We are 5-0 in this league in games. I'm obligated to keep this, right? I feel like I'm obligated to keep this. Let's just get lucky. Let's just like draw some spells here. Okie dokie. And here we go. Play my land. That's true. We could still get Thought Knot Seared. We could. This is not safe in our hand. We could get Thought Knot Seared. You accumulated. That's true. We're gonna run bad in standard after all this run hots this morning. If they have like Walking Ballista here, we're probably dead. Would Gut Chop be good against our deck? Probably above average. As far as like big scary things they could play here, Eugene was not towards the top. They had turn 3 Tron on the play. So, I'm definitely taking Thunderkin to get back the Skelemental. And I guess we're taking Ball Lightning. Just so if we roll off some more 6/6s, they're dead. The Risen Reef would have triggered 3 times, so like, there might be merit to taking the Risen Reef just because it triggers 3 times. So there could have been merit to that. I do just want to take my balls and smack him in the face with them, though. That is true. That is very true. Oh no! Oh no! Well, we almost beat turn 3 natural Tron on the draw. We almost beat turn 3 natural Tron on the draw. It's fine. We'll get him on the play, chat. We'll get him on the play. Do I want this last Fulminator on the play? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm gonna run it back. Yeah, I'm just gonna run it back. Just gotta trust, chat. Just gotta trust, okay? Yeah, without a turn 1 accelerant, this is a little tough. Yeah, the double Fulminator is kind of appealing. The Thunderkin doesn't really do much, though. I think I want to take a mulligan. This hand's fine. Thunderkin does not rebuy Fulminator, unfortunately. It's strictly less than on the toughness check. I thought it did too. And Fulminator is still worth including, but it was a good mulligan. It does not rebuy it even with Hierarch, unfortunately. Yeah, a company would drag us into this game real quick. And I feel like we can be pretty confident they don't have a Witch Member here, because if they had a Witch Member, they would have dismembered our Dork on 1 like they did in the last game. Now, something that's really awkward is I currently, because I drew Breeding Pool and double Noble Hierarch, I currently can't cast, my, some of my stuff. So the land's not a terrible draw there, because it unlocks other things that I can draw. It might be right to wait to cast this post-combat. Now, I guess they just block, right? So if we don't start drawing 6 power things, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble here. Hopefully Collector Ouphe just turns off a lot of their deck. Collecting Company's obviously our best draw next turn. So Thunderkin Awakener explicitly cares about toughness. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Oh no, it was really bad now. Dee 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 dee. All right, attack for 7. Even a bad Coco here, unless they sweep our board next turn, this does 5 and puts them to 10 and gives me something to Thunderkin back next turn. So like, they can't blast zone our 2s next turn. If they assemble Tron, we're gonna have a bad time. But if they don't assemble Tron, we're attacking for a lot next turn. No, attacking with this only gets me 1 more point of damage because I have Exalted. So I don't think it's worth attacking with this card for 1 more point and letting them trade there. Because this will attack for 2 more the following turn. Yeah, it's not Tron mana. If they have a way to remove the Thunderkin, we lose a lot of our attacking power, though. Hopefully it's just like a Thought-Knot Seer. Karn, sure. You only have 1 mana. We're attacking for lethal next turn. We have lethal on board, right? Oh, they have a Tormod's Crypt. This is getting a... No, Tormod's Crypt doesn't activate, right? Because I have collectors. So they're dead on board. Grafdigger's Cage. Brutal. Alright, so any 6 power haste guy off the top does it. We've run really good earlier in this league. It's about time that we run bad. So, Grafdigger's Cage, also a standard card, stops creatures from entering the battlefield from graveyards, turns off our Thunderkin Awakener. Yep. They're getting up to 6 mana this turn. Oh, gosh, it turns off Collecting Company as a live draw, too. Yeah, that card's really good against us. That's super unfortunate. I forgot about that part of it, too. Creatures can't enter from libraries. 6-1, 6-1. Curse you, cumulative variance. We ran so good for so long, chat. We were bound to hit the bad beats. Am I supposed to attack there? I'm trading. Is trading a 2-2 for 3 points of damage a good line? That's the question I have to ask myself. And now we're attacking with everything because they're going to blow this up on 2 next turn. I didn't board in my Reclamation Sages, right? I mean, if they don't have another creature, not attacking there gives me a better attack the following turn. I think the Endbringer is going to bring an end to our undefeated run here, unfortunately. The Grafdigger's Cage was exactly what they needed, and that's the power of Karn in their deck, right? Like, it gives them utility out of the sideboard. Well, I guess if they blow up the Blast Zone, they can't play the Endbringer. I actually don't want to cast this because we put 4 bad cards in the bottom of our deck that I don't want to draw. So I really don't want to. Like, the top of our deck is a higher density of action. Yeah, if we just draw 6 ones every turn for the rest of the game, we could maybe be okay. Yeah, we failed to beat like one of their best possible starts when we were on the draw game 2, and then this one we just kind of puttered out. Honestly, if the Grafdigger's Cage hadn't been there, that Collecting Company probably would have gotten us there, right? This has been like a different piece of graveyard hate. But unfortunately, this Grafdigger's Cage shut down not only our Thunderkin Awakener, but also the Collecting Company we drew. So the Thunderkin was literally just a 1-2 with haste that game, which just wasn't good enough, believe it or not. Yep. Raviolio, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, that's true too. If the one Collecting Company we cast had also been a little bit better, if that had hit 2 6-1s or like a Risen Reef, we'd have also been okay there. It's very true. Yeah, they had an Endbringer in their hand. For people wondering why I conceded at the end there, that was they had an Endbringer in their hand. I guess maybe this keep was bad. I don't just need any land. I need like 2 lands because this doesn't cast these. Yeah, this league's been great, Percy. I'm sure we're going to tail off and die here at the end, but we had the first 2 matches were quite excellent. If we hit a green source next turn, we get to go Groundbreaker into Thunderkin, smack you. We did not beat Tron. We got Grafdigger's Caged out of the game. Had a little unlucky on a Collector Company and then got Grafdigger's Caged. Thanks for the support, Blue. I appreciate it. Ugh. Moto is not having a good time this morning. You know, it's been a while since we've played Moto long enough to ask the question, how much RAM is Moto using? 1.8 gigawatts. Yep. That explains why it's locking up. Actually, is it where he's just full locked? I think we might be full locked. Oh yeah, they dredge 2 foil cards. Alright, well, you know, hold on a second while I restart the quality application that is Magic the Gathering Online. Not only are Moto foils far more hideous than Arena foils, they randomly cause the application to crash. My foils are turned off. It doesn't actually turn off the sheen on the card. It turns off this little random sparkly bit on it. So the problem isn't that my computer runs out of RAM. My computer has 32 gigs of RAM. The problem is that part of Moto being a piece of garbage software is that it's a 32-bit application. And when 32-bit applications leak memory up until a certain point, the application itself just can't address it and starts to run slowly because it's not designed to be using that much memory. Moto has encountered a serious error and needs to close. Well, we had a good run. These people are great. Buy their stuff. Moto's just like, Jeff, you're no longer undefeated. You should go play Arena. Our deck might not have broken Modern, but it's definitely broken Magic Online. WotC makes great software. They really do, Manasheen. Thanks for the 7 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Are we back? Maybe. Yeah, I skimmed the patch notes, Dauber. It looked like they changed enough that the game's just like fundamentally different, which is sweet. I think in order for the auto battlers to like stay fresh and be a relevant genre, they're gonna need to refresh the lineup similar to what Underlords just did, probably every month at least, every other month at most. Our opponent's playing Dredge. So for those not familiar with Dredge, Dredge plays Creeping Chill, the card from Standard, and they start at 32 life, and they play entirely out of their graveyard with cards like Narcomoeba and Prized Amalgam. They said Seasons would give and take away Heroes Underlords. That's awesome. It's good to hear. It looks like their deck's all foil, and this matchup's probably pretty bad for us anyways. So if Moto locks up again, and it actually looks like Moto's locked up again here, so neither player's timer is counting down, and this session's running long. So rather than sitting here and playing through a bunch of crashes because they're playing an all foil deck, I'm gonna just concede and move to the next one. Can I file for comp for that? I don't know, probably. We're gonna have this deck sweet, so we're gonna play the 5th match, but I'm not gonna sit here and restart Moto every time they dredge, because Moto's a piece of garbage. Calling Moto a pile of trash and pointing out that it's online gambling. For people that are newer to the scene, that's why. That's why I don't get invited to things by Wizards of the Coast. And maybe I should just stop playing Magic Online so I stop pointing those things out, but I don't know, I like playing Modern. I like playing Modern. Variety is the spice of life, and Wizards of the Coast isn't giving us a new format on Arena anytime soon, so need to play Moto if we want to play other constructed formats. Alright, let's jump into the last one here. I hope we get a 1-mana... I really want a 1-mana playable fairy. It's like all I want for Christmas. It's my favorite deck in Modern right now. Probably Jeskai Tempo, the deck we played this morning. We started with Jeskai Tempo as the first deck of the day. Sure, but I don't need a bunch of fairies, Delber. I just need one Modern playable 1-mana fairy. No, Moto is 90s productivity software. It decided it detected fun, and that wasn't productive. That's probably a reasonable description of what just occurred. Yeah, I said Modern playable, Nathan. So that card exists, but it doesn't fit the Modern playable part of my statement. Alright, so we had Misty into Steam Vents. Man, I'm about to get Blood Moon Art. I want to prepare people to understand what's about to occur in your screen, is that if we get Blood Moon next turn, we're going to play Standard. Just so everything's above the board and people have reasonable expectations. I mean, even without Plague Engineer existing in the format, I think I prefer Jeskai to Elves. Just because, in general, I do prefer to play decks that give me more player agency than something like Elves provides. Like, Elves is a sweet linear deck, but I prefer to play interactive decks. It's just like green, black, and blue-white control are just like not decks that I like. What are the odds they have a counterspell here? 1,000%? 2,000%? Some very high percentage. You won't see heroes from the previous shop whenever you reroll the shop. No, that means it's easier, Oms. Because if you're rerolling, you're seeing heroes that you don't want. So, like, when you reroll, you're guaranteed to see a new set. Alright, so... For those that haven't seen my setup before, I have one monitor over here, and then I have another with OBS, and then another where I play the game. And then my third monitor over here in the upper right-hand corner of the screen is where Magic Online has decided to position this prompt. Upper left-hand corner of the screen is where the prompt for typing what, and I don't even, like, usually it pops up in the bottom middle here or like dead center, but I feel like it's using the shuffler to decide where the prompts go. Like, I feel like it's like rolling a die, and wherever the die lands, that's where the prompt ends up at. That's the type of quality software we're dealing with here. Really dumb moto bugs are part of why I love this stream. I do what I can. Are you against the concept of RNG? Magic has enough variants. I don't want to guess where my pop-ups are occurring, okay? Magic's got enough variants in it. I don't need find the pop-up on my 4 screens, okay? Oh no, we're very tired, chat. They made us very tired. They're probably playing Taking Turns, chat. They're likely not playing Howling Mine. They're very likely playing Taking Turns. I am tired. I've got 3 Reclamation Sages and some Fulminators, I guess. We need the London window manager. Believe it or not, my window, well, Marty, my past streams are public, so you should be able to go back and clip past things. Yeah, I felt a lot of what your submission was doing was kind of random frantic. Like, for instance, playing things like Gift of Paradise as a ramp spell in a deck that's trying to scapeshift people doesn't make a lot of sense. Why not jam the 2-drop there? Because I only had 1 land. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Risen Reef to start. Or I'm going to cast, Creeping Trailblazer to start. Creepy boy. Oh, I didn't cast this off Cavern. That's technically a mistake. Ever. If they Cryptic tap our team, they might die here. But they're also dead to not Cryptic tap our team. So how this is going to work is they're going to Cryptic tap our team, and then before we enter combat, we're going to cast Collected Company. And if we hit double ball lightning, they die. They could have Force of Negation, that's true. Oh, we are running bad today. Oh, we used all our good beats earlier, chat. All of our good beats are all used up. All of our good beats are all used up. We did in fact fly too close to the sun. I already played a land for the turn. Whoops. We might not get another turn, chat. They cast Time Warp. And this is what mostly balanced extra turn spells are supposed to look like in Modern. They just say 5 mana, take a turn. They don't shuffle back in. Or any of that other nonsense. Yeah, and our sorceries. That's a good one to point out as well. We're not guaranteed dead here. So they cast Exhaustion. And I have 2 mana creatures, an untapped land, and a Stomping Ground. So if this company hits double ball, we could kill them. Oh, I guess Skelemental. This was lethal, right? Yeah, I could have just cast an uncounterable ball. We're going to get remanded. I thought they were higher than they were. I forgot we hit them for 4 last turn. All right, so we got Commandeered, which I deserve. I deserve that. So we could have, this was lethal. This was lethal too. Like, either of these were lethal. I wasn't paying attention to their health total because we were talking about things. They're Coco Biz, how unlucky. Yep. If they take like 3 turns in a row here, we'll probably pack it in. They're at 7 mana. Yeah, I definitely could have killed them there. I guess we wouldn't have guaranteed killed them if they had Snapcaster Mage, because Snapcaster Mage would have blocked this, and then they'd have only taken 6. That would have put them down a Time Walk, though. Commandeer is only non-creature spells. Yeah, but they were at 8, chat. They were at 8, so they could flash this in and block it too. Yeah, but I mean, like, they discarded 2 to Commandeer, so it's the same. Oh, it would have been 9. It would have been 9, you're right. Not 8. Yeah, it would have been 1, 2, 3, 9. Okay, yeah, so the Snapcaster wouldn't have saved them from this. 9. Yeah, someone said 8. 8 wasn't enough because they were at 8. But 9 would have done it. We could have gotten like Giga Drows, but it's pretty unlikely they have a second one of those, so. That's good enough for me. So, had a better line to potentially kill them and missed it because of their health total. I wasn't paying attention to that. All right, let's board in a bunch of Reclamation Sages. I don't think I want Fulminator Mage. I guess their deck's pretty mana hungry. Yeah, they need 5 mana to basically do anything, right? All right, let's do that. This is not a matchup where value from Risen Reef seems particularly good. I don't think that's even close to True Vile. The opponent's deck has been a fringe tier 4 deck in Modern for decades. It's even top 8 at OGP before. Our deck is a new creation, okay? It's playing a bunch of new cards. I would strongly resent the comment that our opponent's deck is a better meme than ours. I looked at Risen Reef and said, hey, that makes Ball Lightning cantrip. The person who originally submitted this deck submitted it as a Jund deck. I decided we needed to draw some cards. Because there's been a lot of fair decks online lately. That's a good pickup. Lightning got an upgrade, baby. We've had a bunch of, like, really close matches, too. Like, the Tron matchup that we lost. Like, that last one I punted, right? And the Tron matchup that we lost was, like, on me, solidly. Thing in the Ice. Oh, no. Oh, no. Thing in the Ice kills us pretty quickly. And that's, I had to decide whether or not I wanted to lock myself off of casting Ball Lightning or lock myself off of casting... the Ground Pounder, and I just, like, picked at random. Oh, I had the Noble, so I should have gotten red because Noble... I should have gotten red because Noble could make the green I needed for the other one. Oh, golly, our collected companies have been bad today. I guess this is still getting a 6-1 back, so it's like 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other, and they're missing on land, so maybe this thing in the ice can't do much. Yeah, Awakener's been like, this is like the quiet MVP of this deck today. They are down to 3 cards in hand, but they have 5 spells, so like, this game's basically gonna come down to like, can they flip this thing in the ice, right? Oh, this is a 3-mana sorcery that says creatures and lands your opponents control don't untap during their next untap step. For those wondering what that card did and why. This gives them an opportunity to flip this thing in the ice over. Which, even if they flip it, I just like jam Thunderkin next turn and like bring back Lightning Seeker. Yeah, Awakener never exiles. I feel like I just want a company, right? You think I want to blow up a land? So the problem is I can't double spell here, aside from Reclamation Sage. So like if I cast any of, I can't cast 2 of these. Because of the way Noble Hierarch works. There's Elves of Deep Shadow that makes black mana. Yeah, I guess I just do that, right? We just enter combat, and if they flip it, after they flip it, I collect a company. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. Do 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 do. Sometimes I feel that collecting company hates specifically you. Yeah. Yeah, Elves is the only collecting company deck I've ever really been able to stomach playing, and that's mostly because that deck's just like all the creatures are the same. Yeah, I missed an attack for 2. I missed an attack for 2 because I should have tapped a land instead of the bird. That's a good catch. This was an exalted attacker once they killed this. I was just expecting that I would hit a 6-1 that I could attack with, but you're right. Assuming we're absurdly unlucky, I should have left this untapped. There's no reason not to, right? There's no upside to tapping it. Going to 6 against Ball Lightning Tribal is a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off. Who's ready to get remanded? This guy right here. Hopefully they just did this, assuming I couldn't cast an elemental with my lands. We're gonna get Giga Drowsed? I'm about to get Giga Drowsed, aren't I? What an unreasonable tilt. At least missing our 2 points of damage didn't matter. They had 1 card in their hand, they had no red mana up. I think it's right to just attack them there. Maybe I'm just supposed to play 2 green creatures and put myself under the abyss. Well, the deck was cute. It did about what I expected it to do. We lost 2 matches where we got pretty incredibly unlucky, and then we conceded a third to Jund. If we'd run a little bit hotter in our collecting companies, I think we would have easily been 3-2 or maybe even 4-1. Oh yeah, that's true, Burgo. Giga Drowse kills us regardless. Yeah, so I should definitely jam there. The jamming loses to Remand, but I think that's fine. There's a chance that card's not in their deck post board too. So, deck sweet. If you're looking to do something kind of cute and modern, I had a lot of fun. Maybe it's right to put a bunch of lightning bolts in it. Maybe you could cut some amount of these cards for lightning bolts. I wouldn't hate being a little bit interactive. That does reduce your hit density, especially when you consider like these cards are hits. They don't really count. It might even be right to just get rid of the Nobles and play lightning bolts, just because Noble doesn't cast most of your stuff, but it makes do. Yeah, you could just cut Noble and play bolt, because it's a hit anyways.